Let's begin the show today in Nollywood, where the dark clouds of drowning of 5 practitioners last week, including actor Junior Pope, still hovers around. The sad incident has prompted immediate proclamation by the president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollas, and those decisions included blacklisting of the producer of the project, Adama Luke, and the banning of shooting in riverine communities and any project involving a boat ride. Well, of course, reactions have been trailing those decisions, while some have said it will be impossible for the association to enforce. Others believe filming locations are determined by the storyline, and if it involves rivers and boat rides, safety precautions should be emphasized and made mandatory rather than banning of such scenes. Well, joining us now on the program via Zoom from here in Lagos is former president of the Association of Movie Producers, Ralph Nwadike. Many thanks for joining us, and please accept our deepest condolences for the sad incidents involving some of your colleagues. Now, that sad incident has prompted AGN to indefinitely place a ban on the producer Adama Luke and shooting along riverine areas and the use of boats. How does this sit with you and some of your movie producer colleagues?
Well, first off, I want to commend the efforts of AGN. But at the same time, it's a tragedy that has not happened to only one person or to one association. It's happened to all the associations of filmmakers in Nigeria. AGN should not act in isolation. In other words, they should liaise with other guilds, especially the Association of Movie Producers. I know very well that our president, Ambassador Dr. Queen Blessing Ebiginsen, has been taking some proactive measures, and she's been on meetings. She's been having meetings with stakeholders to know how to get out of this. But again, it has happened. Nobody predicted it. Nobody foresaw it. AGN should not be too strong or to use the so-called big stick at this time. You cannot just ban the producer, place a blanket ban on people shooting in the riverine area. They should liaise with other associations. Well, the producer did not ask for this. It wasn't part of our schedule. It wasn't part of our scripting. That's why it's called an accident. Where it's an accident that's happened and lives has been lost. So we shouldn't, as you say, add insult upon injury. Banning the producer at this time is a bit strong. It's too much for the young lady because well, I've been reading what she's been posting. I've watched 1 or 2 videos. Blames have been passed here and there, but if you look at it thoroughly, holistically, the producer really shouldn't be called to fault.
Okay, so as sad as these incidents could be, we have seen how they have propelled the Hollywood industry into taking some regulatory actions. For instance, the tragedy involving stuntman Dar Robinson in 1987 movie $1 Million Mystery forced the regulation of always having an ambulance on every set in Hollywood. That regulation is still in active use today. Another involving Brandon Lee in the 1994 movie butted stricter prop gun protocols in filming, even though that tragedy repeated itself in Rust 2021, where a cinematographer was fatally shot. But the point here is this tragedy led to the review of regulations and protocols. Do you think that Nollywood is structured enough to have regulations put in place and enforced?
Well, I don't want to believe in the word force, but we must be proactive in whatever we do. Yes, this tragedy, like I said earlier on, it's something that's happened. It shouldn't divide us. Rather, it should bring us together so that we can form a very holistic standpoint where we all stand on and agree on moving forward. Now, the things that has happened in Hollywood, like you said, collabs have happened anywhere. So what has happened in Nigeria could also have happened anywhere. But we must learn to take instructions. Rather than being retroactive, we must always be proactive. We must always strive, because we're, as a writer, the man or woman who writes the script is seeing things that could have gone wrong. Certain preventive measures, the issues of life jacket, people have said insurance, all these things should have been put in place you know, so that when you go to shoot, you know that, okay, we've covered. You said something about ambulance. Yes. What is wrong in having an ambulance when you know that the scenes you're having, there's some accident scenes that will probably involve, you know, things that are not, you know, seen that should happen on locations. Like I said earlier, that's why it's called an accident. So yes, we must be able to take such preemptive measures so that at the end of the day, we will have done everything humanly possible. All right, we are not God. We cannot foretell what will probably happen on locations. So once we've done everything humanly possible, then God will know that angels of God, and well, with all due respect, I would say God, not as part of the spiritual Heavenly Father, but angels that are in charge of these things will know, oh, they've done their best. So we must always try to do our best and leave the rest to God so that everything will be done and will be done properly. That is what I think. That's what I believe.
Many thanks again, Mr. Ralph Nwadike, for your time and perspective. And again, our hearts and prayers are with the families of the departed and the industry at large.